Yupfrank Duran with GAU Studios, and I am with Ian of Orcs Must Die Unchained. How are you today?
Doing great.
And what do you do at Orcs Must Die?
I'm the design director for Robot Entertainment.
Awesome. And can you explain Orcs Must Die?
Orcs Must Die is our Fortress Siege game. So it's kind of the evolution of the first and second Orcs Must Die game. So the first one was single player, we went to co-op in the second one, and now the third one we've finally gotten into competitive head-to-head multiplayer. We're doing teams of 5 against 5 in there. And for the first time ever, we've gone from having just the straight up defensive version of Orcs Must Die, and we're allowing players now to handle the offense as well.
All right. And you announced today this game.
Yep.
How is it announcing a game that's showing it off that day?
It could be a trial. But this has been pretty good for us. I think it was yesterday we started first put the video feed out, but we were timing it just for like getting PAX rolling and getting started, man.
It was cool because I woke up this morning, saw the announcement, and I was like, great, now I'm talking to you. It's awesome. Now you said competitive 5-on-5. Are you guys trying to move into the competitive gaming world with that?
We're not. Anytime you're going to have a game that's going to be a head-to-head game, you're kind of competitive by nature, right? By the definition of the game. We're not so much hell-bent on becoming the next greatest esport or anything. Certainly like it if people started to play and they're enjoying it and it's going to go on that route. That's fine for it to go. But for right now, we're just kind of focused on, being a small company. We're focused on getting the best version of the game that we can out there. We're going to do single-player content for this game. We're going to do co-op against the AI for this game. We're going to do challenges for this game. There's a lot of stuff. We look at this as a platform, but to make sure that we can get the best thing for our launch, we have to pick some stuff to focus on. And our focus right now is get this 5v5 going and get it solved.
So how far along is the game now? Because I saw there was an open beta testing sign up.
Well, we're doing sign-ups for the betas. We're in technical alpha right now. We've been in that for maybe 6 weeks. We started to invite some people in. We have a founders club. This is actually the first time that we've done that. We've always had a pretty good community. We've always had a pretty good relationship with our community. This is the first time that we are having those guys come in as early as we are. We're allowing people to buy in, get into our founders program, and we are maintaining kind of day-to-day communications with a group of people outside our studio that are giving us comments on what they like, what they don't like, what they'd like to see. And it's been very, very cool for us.
Is that the big advantage of it, releasing early, of that, putting out content earlier?
So, nowadays it's really difficult to make sure everything's going right, particularly if we're a small company. We're not trying to, this is not a $200 million operation. We're not trying to launch the next greatest thing ever. We're building a great game a piece at a time by kind of grinding along and sanding off all the rough edges as we go. And by being able to invite in people that are real fans of the work that we do, we then get those people in and then they're okay that there are some rough edges on it. They'll deal with it for us, right?
Awesome.
They're working well.
And what are all the classes of characters you can play in this game? Because it seems like there's a lot.
We don't have them divided up particularly into full-on classes. There are definitely different abilities and different sets of things that work better in different ways.
Awesome.
Depending on what group of players are involved, most people will divide up into people that are going to be on the offensive side and heroes that are going to be on the defensive side. The offensive side guys tend to be more of the melee guys. The defensive tend to be more of the hand-to-hand. And then there's a whole class in the middle, which right now are kind of we have a character that has some good CC abilities. We have a character that's a stealth character. Those characters are pretty much what we call floaters, and they can go on either side or play as support. But we're surprised by what people do with the characters we put out there. So a lot of times we're like, oh, we think this character's a leader, we think this character is really offensive, and they ended up using them for defense, or they started ending up using them for a floater, for something we never anticipated.
It sounds really fun. Thank you. Now, where can we find Orcs Must Die? Where can you download it?
If you go to our website, you go to orcsmustdieunchained.com, or if you go to Robot Entertainment, you'll be able to find it.
And how are you releasing it? Is it going to be only PC or?
At launch, will be PC only.
Okay, very cool. And anything you want to plug before we go?
Come join us. Get into the Founders Club. Have fun.
Thank you. Thank you again.
Yeah, absolutely.